billionaire industrialist dies suddenly on a polo field in England. Within weeks, whispers turn to lawsuits. A will appears after the funeral, and a Delhi High Court demands a full list of assets. At the centre, Bollywood star Karisma Kapoor's children and the widow, Priya Sachdev Kapur. The alleged fortune? Some reports scream 30,000 crore rupees. But what's fact? What's fiction? And what exactly is the court saying?
The video featured a medical team trying to revive Sunjay Kapur on the polo ground. The video was also captioned, "Last rescue video of Sunjay Kapur, Karisma's ex-husband." Remember, he passed away on the 12th of June 2025, and the news of Sunjay Kapur's sudden demise came as a jolt. It was reported that he had suffered a fatal heart attack while playing a polo game in the UK. Take a look at this report.
Tonight we break it down to understand the Sunjay Kapur estate dispute. Karisma Kapoor versus Priya Sachdev. Sunjay Kapur, 53, was the chairman of Sona BLW Precision Forgings Limited, widely known as Sona Comstar, a publicly listed auto components company. On July 12, 2025, he collapsed while playing polo in England and later passed away. Company statements and mainstream outlets reported a heart attack. A UK coroner subsequently recorded natural death due to heart disease. Multiple reputable business outlets described Sunjay as a billionaire, with personal wealth reported around 10,300 crore rupees or $1.2 billion near the time of his death. But you've also seen headlines blaring 30,000 crore rupees. We'll address that because company value and personal estate are not the same thing. Sunjay leaves behind his widow, Priya Sachdev Kapur, his two children with actor Karisma Kapoor, Samira and Kian, and his mother, Rani Kapoor. Following his death, a will reportedly dated March 2025 surfaced after the funeral. According to court day reporting, the children, represented through their legal guardians, allege the will is forged or fabricated and that it favours the widow. They've moved the Delhi High Court seeking recognition as Class 1 legal heirs, full asset disclosure and clarity on the validity and contents of the will. Rani Kapoor, Sunjay's mother, is publicly supportive of the children's case. Reports from the courthouse quoted her as saying she's been left without a home while assets are being sold. Again, these are assertions reported from the scene, not judicial findings. Priya Sachdev Kapur, through counsel, denies wrongdoing. Her side has argued in open court that an unregistered will is not automatically invalid in Indian law, and notably, they claimed around 1,900 crores has been secured or transferred for the benefit of the children, though sources in some reports add the children do not have control over it, as it's within a trust structure. Let's address the 30,000 crore headline. Several mainstream reports suggest this inflates the dispute by mixing the listed company's market cap or group value with the personal estate. In fact, Karisma Kapoor's lawyer has been quoted calling 30,000 crore a media creation. A more conservative, sourced figure cited by business press for Sunjay's personal wealth around his death is 10,300 crore rupees. For your understanding, estate is equal to personal movable and immovable assets, securities, shareholdings, cash, etc. as of date of death. Courts require a full inventory to decide succession, especially when a will's validity is challenged. On September 10th to 11th, 2025, during early proceedings, the Delhi High Court made key directions and observations reported by multiple outlets. 1. Priya Sachdev Kapur is to file a complete list of all movable and immovable assets as of June 12th, 2025, the date of death. 2. The court queried why a copy of the will had not been shown to the children and indicated it could be done under an NDA or confidentiality club to protect sensitive data. 3. The court set a schedule for responses and fixated the next hearing date, October 9th, 2025. These are process orders, not findings on forgery or on who inherits what. The court is, at this stage, gathering facts and ensuring transparency. Quick legal primer. Indian succession law recognizes wills, whether registered or not. Registration helps, but lack of registration doesn't automatically void a will. Courts look at execution, attesting witnesses, testamentary capacity, suspicious circumstances, and consistency with the deceased's known affairs. Where there's a challenge, like an allegation or forgery or fabrication, the court will often call for the original, seek forensic examination of signatures on paper or ink when necessary, hear attesting witnesses, and assess timeline. When the will surfaced, who had custody and potential benefit. If no valid will is established, succession typically follows interstate rules under Hindu Succession Act, where Class 1 heirs, such as widow, mother, and children, share the estate. If a will is proved, then its terms govern, subject to any statutory or contractual limits. A headline figure in courtroom reporting was 1,900 crores, secured or transferred for the children, asserted by Priya's counsel. Separate reports cite sources saying the children lack access because trust control remains elsewhere. Here's the key. Beneficial interest and control or access are distinct. For viewers, trusts can be set up for tax, succession planning, or asset protection. Courts can inquire into settler intent, timing, fund flows, and whether a trust unfairly thwarts legitimate heirs. That's why the Delhi HC's asset inventory order matters. It maps the playing field as of the death date. Undisputed facts we're comfortable stating today. Date and place of death, cause, natural heart disease. Court has directed a complete asset list of the death date. Court has questioned non-sharing of the purported March 2025 will with children, suggesting NDA or confidentiality club. Next court date set for October 9th, 2025. Personal wealth reported around 10,300 crore rupees by business press, distinct from any 30,000 crore rupee company or group figures. Allegations or claims that remain unproven as of this taping. The will is forged or fabricated, children's side. Assets being sold or mother left without a home, mother or children's narrative. 1,900 crore rupees secured for children, yet no access. Claim versus sources, details need scrutiny. The 30,000 crore rupee personal estate figure. Disputed, counsel for Karisma's side calls it media creation. Between now and October 9th, 2025, watch for Number 1, the asset inventory from Priya Sachdev Kapoor, scope, valuation basis, and how trust interests are listed. Number 2, any movement on will production, whether the children's side gets site under NDA or club, whether forensic steps are sought. Number 3, signals on interim protection orders. Courts sometimes freeze transactions if there's risk to the estate during litigation. Beyond numbers, this is a family. 2 children seeking clarity on their inheritance, a widow asserting the deceased's last wishes must stand, a mother fearing she's unhoused in the aftermath, and an industry watching how wealth, wills, and legacy collide when tragedy strikes. It also reminds us to separate spectacle from statute. The 30,000 crore rupee headline makes great TV, but the court must examine documents and law. That's the only story that matters inside a courtroom. Clarity cards. Unregistered will can be valid if executed properly. Company value isn't personal estate. Trusts can hold wealth for beneficiaries without giving them control. Class 1 heirs, widow, mother, children, inherit interstate if no valid will. Courts can demand asset snapshots as of the death date to prevent post-facto shifting. This is CelebrAsian, more stars, more stories, one Asia, where we bring you the human side of celebrity news with facts, not fiction. Like and subscribe to stay with us.